My parents, my 3 sisters, and all my aunts and uncles are downstairs, 18 people total. You're making the New Year's Eve dinner yourself. Show my family what you can do. You expect me to wait on all 18 of them. I'm done being your maid. Xu Wanying, walk out that door and we're getting divorced. You're almost 30 and already divorced. Who do you think will want you? Before I go, we're settling the books. You stole 600,000 yuan in retirement savings from your mother, took my paycheck, and put it all into that illegal investment scam. How did you know? Zhao Linyuan, you monster! Give me back my retirement money! The police are already on their way. You can have your reunion dinner at the station with your boss. Wanning, I need to tell you something. Just don't freak out. What is it? My parents, both my brothers and their families, plus a few aunts and uncles are coming over today. About 18 people. Let me get this straight. 18 people today? Yeah, today, New Year's Eve. I already told them. Mom wants to see our new place. Why didn't you tell me sooner? See, this is exactly why. I wanted it to be a surprise. I promise you won't have to work. I've handled everything. I ordered prepared dishes from a hotel, bought disposable plates, and I'll grab the drinks. You can just chat, watch the New Year's gala, snack on sunflower seeds, and relax like a princess. Your husband's pretty awesome, right? My wife's the best. My wife's the best. My wife's the absolute best. Sorry to make you work this weekend. My wife's the best. Like saying those words meant I had to happily do whatever he wanted. 18 people? Our table barely seats 6 and there isn't nearly enough room on the couch. When did you order the prepared food from the Riverside Hotel? They don't sell it on New Year's Eve. I asked last night. Oh, I misspoke. Wanying, not the Riverside. Somewhere else. I ordered it. Don't worry. I have to pick up my parents at the station. They get to Hangzhou East at 8:30. Then I'll get the food and be back by 11. Oh, and my oldest brother's kid, Layli, is allergic to peanuts. My second brother's wife doesn't eat beef and my pregnant sister-in-law needs mild food. Keep that in mind when you cook. I told you I'm not cooking. Right. You don't have to cook. I was just saying in case you feel like heating things up. I'm leaving. Be good, honey. But my heart sank like a stone. I remembered last New Year's Eve. Wanying, we're having the reunion dinner at our place this year. My parents and brothers are coming. Don't worry, I hired a cleaner. They'll be done in 2 hours, so you won't have to lift a finger. Hang in there, honey. I know it's a lot. Stop working and come eat. Kids, eat up. Go tidy up the kitchen. We women can handle the work while the men catch up. More than 30 dishes. I counted every single one. Wanying, boil some water. The teapot's empty. Thanks for all the hard work, honey. Last year there were 12. This year he said 18. The rice we'd bought for the 2 of us was gone, and only half a bottle of oil was left. Are you still taking New Year's Eve dinner orders? Sorry, we're closed on New Year's Eve. Can I still buy one of the prepared meal packages? They sold out a long time ago, and we don't deliver on New Year's Eve. Zhao Linyuan was lying. He'd planned to dump the whole dinner on me from the start. My wife's an amazing cook. She loves being in the kitchen. I haven't had your braised ribs in forever, sis. Your sister-in-law will make them for you. Let her show everyone what she can do. He'd volunteered me 2 days ago and set the date 3 days ago. Each message felt like a needle in my eyes. Suddenly, I didn't want to ask any more questions. I'll add another one every anniversary. Last year, he didn't even mention our anniversary. I used to think marriage meant building a life together, supporting and understanding each other. But I was the one supporting him and making excuses for his whole family. I only took what belonged to me. The living room, couch, and coffee table looked almost exactly as they had when we moved in, yet somehow it no longer felt like home. We thought we wouldn't arrive until after 10, but traffic was light. How are preparations going? Make plenty for all 18 of us. Xiaoli's kid can't handle spice, Xiaoting's family has a seafood allergy, and Xiaomin is pregnant, so make her a couple of light dishes. Cook your dad's ribs until they're tender, and steam a few extra meatballs for me. Mom, Zhao Linyuan said he already ordered the food. Why order food? Restaurant food is expensive and never as good. A reunion dinner should be homemade. Do a good job so our family looks good. Zhao Linyuan, what restaurant did you order from? Fortune House. Fortune House is closed on New Year's Eve. I asked at the front desk last night. They don't reopen until the 5th day of the new year. Their prepared meals sold out long ago, and they aren't delivering today. You never ordered anything, did you? Fine, I didn't, but there's still time. The supermarket has to be open. I'll buy the fish, meat, vegetables, and drinks. Get home and we'll make dinner for all 18 people together. You can do it yourself, sure. 7 or 8 cold dishes, another 7 or 8 hot dishes, 2 soups, rice, fruit, and drinks. Wash, chop, stew, and stir-fry it all by yourself in 3 hours. Come back and help me. My whole family's here. Where are you going? Xu Wanying, you're my wife. Didn't you cook for more than 10 people last year? Yes, I did. I worked alone from 2 in the afternoon until 8 at night. I made all 16 dishes myself, then washed 58 plates and bowls. You, your dad, and your brothers-in-law drank and talked in the living room. Your mom and sisters watched TV and ate snacks. Not one of you helped me prep a single vegetable. I cleaned until after 11, and you still told me to make tea. I didn't get to bed until after 1. The next day, all you said was, "Thanks for the hard work." That was it. So I'm not going back this year. Huan Ying, wait. If you really leave, what are we supposed to do about the reunion dinner? Whoever volunteered can cook it. I'm done. Where are you going? To my parents' house. Don't answer. To my parents' place? Okay. Going home today carries a whole new meaning. This time, I wasn't going back to clean up his mess. Hello, listeners. Today is New Year's Eve. Wishing you a joyful reunion, happiness, and good health. The farther I got from the apartment where I'd spent 2 years, the closer I got to my parents' door. The farther I got from the empty home where 18 people waited for dinner, the closer I got to the small home that held only my parents and me. It felt as though a weight had lifted from my chest, carrying me toward my parents' home, and toward a new year where I wouldn't have to cook a reunion dinner for 18 people. This is where I grew up. Here we are, miss. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year, you too. Wanying, you're home for New Year's. Hi, Mrs. Wang. Yes, I'm home for the holiday. Zhao Linyuan didn't come with you? He'll come later. Go on up. Your parents will be thrilled. Happy New Year, Mrs. Wang. To the left on the 6th floor landing was my mother's spider plant. Even in winter, it was still green. My father wrote the calligraphy. Mom. Sup? What's wrong? What happened? Come inside. Don't stand in the hallway. Wan Ying, what are you doing here? Dad. Why are you crying? It's New Year's. Tell me what happened. Sobbing. Zhao Linyuan invited his entire family to our house for the reunion dinner. 18 people. His parents, his 3 sisters and their families, plus his aunts and uncles. He never told me. He waited until this morning and claimed he'd ordered food to be delivered so I wouldn't have to cook. But that was a lie. He ordered nothing. There's no food at home. He really expected you to serve 18 people all by yourself? That's what he did last year. He claimed he'd hired a cleaner, but nobody came. I cooked 16 dishes alone, and not one person in his family helped. Then I washed 58 plates and bowls. His mother still made me prepare tea, and I didn't get to bed until after 1. All he said was, "Thanks." My poor girl, why didn't you tell me you were suffering this much? I did. What good did it do? Every time you told me to endure it. You said marriage was just like that a woman had to put her family first and be understanding. So I endured it for 2 years. But this year he went even further. 18 people? 18 whole people. Where is Zhao Linyuan? He and his family are at our complex. I told them to their faces, whoever invited them can cook. Hello, Linyuan, it's me. Dad, Happy New Year. I was just about to call you. Wan Ying is here with me. Good. Put her on the phone. We have an emergency at home. What emergency? Who came over? The whole family? How many people is that? 18. Linyuan, my daughter married you to build a life with you, not to be your family's cook. You invited 18 people without warning her and expected her to cook on New Year's Eve? Dad, you misunderstood. She wouldn't be doing it alone. I'd help, and I ordered prepared food that only needs to be heated. Fortune House doesn't take New Year's Eve orders. Wan Ying checked in person and exposed your lie in front of your family. And you're still lying now? Dad, this is between Wan Ying and me. She's my wife. What kind of married woman runs home to her parents? Linyuan, I'll say this one more time. My daughter is not going back today. Whoever invited those 18 people can cook for them. Your family can solve its own problem. Don't call again. You're spending New Year's here with us. You're not going anywhere. Come make dumplings with me. Your dad made your favorite pork and cabbage filling, and the dough is ready. You can roll out the wrappers like always. That's the perfect thickness. This is the New Year's I remember. He still just wanted me to clean up his mess first. Wan Ying, I'm begging you, please come back. Who sent that? Zhao Linyuan. Come back right now. If you keep hiding, we'll go to your parents' house and let the whole neighborhood see how you treat your in-laws. Turn it off. Don't let them ruin the holiday. Wan Ying, I was wrong. I shouldn't have kept telling you to endure it or said marriage had to be this way. I'm sorry. If anyone ever mistreats you, come home. There will always be a place for you here. How are the dumplings coming? Almost done. Winning, go wash your face. We'll eat soon. Okay. I looked like a mess, yet I felt brighter than I had at any point in the past 2 years. Everything finally seemed peaceful. How many came? 4 or 5 cars. They really chased us all the way to her parents' place on New Year's. 6 floors, and there's not even an elevator? Stay inside. I'll answer the door. Dad, it's me. Open the door. What do you want? You've already caused enough trouble on New Year's. You brought a crowd to block our door. Say what you need to say from there. I admit I was wrong today, but everyone's already here. Just come back with me. Get through today, and you can punish me however you want afterward. Lin Yuan, answer me. Why didn't you warn her about the 18 guests? Why did you lie and say the food was ordered? You invited them, so why should she clean up after them? Mom, it isn't that serious. I'd help her. She wouldn't do it alone. Isn't it normal for a daughter-in-law to cook for her in-laws on New Year's? My parents raised me. What's wrong with them eating one meal she made? Wan Ying, You're a daughter-in-law of the Zhao family now. A Zhao daughter-in-law follows Zhao family rules. What rules? Lying to your daughter-in-law? Inviting 18 people without warning and making her serve them alone? Our daughter won't follow rules like that. Wanying has been married to you for 2 years, and your family has held her payroll card the entire time. She pays most of the household expenses and does all the housework. She remembers every birthday in your family and always brings gifts. Do you remember hers? Have you ever bought her a single piece of clothing or truly cared about her once? To you, everything she does is simply expected. Mom, that's enough. Wanying may be your daughter, but she's also my wife. She married into the Zhao family, so she's a Zhao daughter-in-law. Zhao Linyuan, let me make this clear. I am Xu Wanying. I don't belong to anyone, and I'm nobody's unpaid maid. Marriage means building a life together, not handing me over to your family. Wanying, just come back with me. Everyone's waiting. We need to settle this today. I already gave you my answer. I'm not going back. Whoever invited 18 people is responsible for them. A daughter-in-law leaves her in-laws standing outside on New Year's? Everyone, look at this. You brought this whole crowd to her parents' door. It's obvious who's bullying whom. We heard everything you just said. You told her about 18 guests that same day and lied about ordering food. Anyone would defend their daughter after that. Lin Yuan, listen carefully. My daughter is done being the endlessly obedient daughter-in-law who comes running whenever you call. She isn't your family's maid, and she doesn't have to return whenever you order her to. I'm not going back with you. You can talk from the doorway. Nobody is coming inside to drag her out. It's already gotten this bad. And you still won't let us finish? What kind of daughter-in-law hides at her parents' house on New Year's? The whole family is waiting for you. And you're here taking it easy. Exactly. On New Year's of all days. Second sister, let me talk to her. Dad, I'm only here to take Wanying home. Wanying, come back with me. Back to which home? Our home, obviously. You're my wife. Isn't that your home too? In that home, what truly belongs to me? Who kept buying the food, rice, flour, oil, toilet paper, detergent, and cleaning supplies? The couch, the bed, every pot and pan. What did I ever get a say in? What had my name on it? Why bring this up now? This isn't the time to settle accounts. 18 people are waiting to eat. You're the lady of the house. What will people think if you don't come back? The lady of the house? Yes, you're my wife, so of course you are. Does being the lady of your house mean cooking a full meal for 18 people alone, smiling and pretending I'm not tired, washing dozens of dishes, working until 1 in the morning, then getting up before dawn to cook breakfast for your entire family? If that's what it means, I quit. Then find somebody else. Xu Wanying, don't push your luck. I've tried to be nice, but you insist on making a scene. Without me, what are you? Almost 30 and divorced. Who would want you? Will your parents support you forever? Come back, finish the dinner, and apologize to my parents. I'll pretend none of this happened. Otherwise, our marriage is over. Divorce. Lin Yuan, don't say that. Fine. What did you say? You heard me. Wanting. Don't say something you'll regret just because you're angry. I'm perfectly calm. Divorce. Zhao Linyuan, let's end this marriage. You're serious? Completely serious. The house is in your name, so keep it. The car is in your name, so keep that too. I don't want any other money your family controls. I only want my clothes, books, cosmetics, and everything else that belongs to me. And I want my payroll card. You've held it for 2 years, and it should have about 200,000 yuan on it. Money I earned. Zhao Linyuan, give me my things. Give me the card and we're even. You really have the nerve to ask for a divorce? You think divorce is some kind of game? Don't touch her. You really think you're the victims? How has our Lin Yuan mistreated you? He gave you a beautiful home, let you drive his car, and let you make every decision in the household. Whose name is on the deed? Mine, so what? I bought it before we married. Was I supposed to put your name on it? You didn't have to, but stop calling it a home you gave me. Your parents said it would be my home too, yet every time your sisters visited, they called it their home. I lived there for 2 years and barely dared to say, I'm home. Wanying, everyone, calm down. If you have complaints, discuss them privately. There are elderly people and children downstairs and it's New Year's Eve. Can't you save everyone some dignity? Dignity? Did you ever think of mine when you demanded it from me? You wanted a big, happy family gathering, but nobody asked whether I wanted it. Last New Year's Eve, my hands were shaking from exhaustion while you sat on the couch and called me such a good wife. 2 words turned feeding more than 10 people into my duty. This year it's 18, and 1 word from you still means I owe everyone a meal. You want pride, celebration, and a family waiting for dinner to appear. What about me? Am I not a person too? She used to be such a sensible girl. 1 trip to her parents' house, and look at her now. I always said women shouldn't keep running home, or their hearts stop belonging to their husband's family. Mrs. Sun, watch what you say. How many times has my daughter come home in the past 2 years? Every time she did, your son rushed her out. You were the ones who drove her back here today. You, Wan Ying, I won't argue with your parents. Just answer one question. Are you going home with Lin Yuan today or not? No, not just today. I'm never going back to live in that house. You asked for a divorce and I accepted. Wan Ying, don't say something so final. You always said marrying into the Zhao family made me one of you. Well, I no longer want to be one of you. You can have your family member back. Stop acting tough. Divorce isn't that easy. You think giving up your claim to everything means you can simply walk away? There are assets, debts, and piles of paperwork. This isn't make-believe. The law will decide how the property and responsibilities are divided. A lawyer will draft the agreement. And where will you get money for a lawyer? Everything you saved over those 2 years is with my mother. You probably need your parents to pay for your cab now. You just admitted her payroll card is with your mother. Let me be clear. My daughter is a human being, not free labor for the Zhao family. You need to explain why her card is in your mother's hands. She earned that money, and every transaction can be traced. We'll call the police or take legal action if necessary. If you think holding her money will trap her, you've underestimated both her and us. You want a divorce? Fine. Go file the paperwork with Lin Yuan right now. Don't ever come through our door again, and don't expect another penny from the Zhao family. That card was Lin Yuan's gift to me. You want it back? Dream on. I won't argue about anything else today. We can sit down and discuss the divorce later. If this becomes public, it will embarrass everyone, and people will say her parents broke up the marriage. Let them talk. If you're embarrassed, go home. Mrs. Sun suddenly cares so much about her daughter. Why didn't she look more carefully before marrying her off? I was the one who thought Zhao Linyuan was a good man. I believed he treated me well. So now you admit you were wrong? Do you know how much my son has done for you these past 2 years? He worked late and spent weekends running around buying you things. Who paid for the first major purchase after you married? The TV. Wan Ying did. Any of you can check. When your child had a birthday the second year, who paid for the restaurant tables and bought the gift? Wan Ying did. Who stayed with you for 3 days when you were hospitalized last month? Wan Ying. If she truly wants a divorce, we'll follow the proper process. Fine. You're all right, apparently. If you want a divorce, fine. After the holiday, I'll hire a lawyer. We'll settle the accounts, draft the agreement, and file the paperwork. Don't change your mind then. Then we'll do it after the holiday. Tell me the date and I'll be there. You're really that determined?
Do you remember what you said last New Year's Eve? You said, "My wife is so good. I'll be counting on you again next year." When you said that, had you already decided I'd do this every year?
Your mother thinks a daughter-in-law owes her this work. Your sisters call it no big deal. When I stayed quiet, you assumed I wanted it. When I spoke up, you called me difficult. Arguing here won't solve anything. Let's go, Mom. I'm not finished. Staying here only makes us look worse. Lin Yuan, let's go. This has already gotten out of hand. If you keep standing here, everyone will think we're the unreasonable ones. Let's go back and deal with the mess. Come on, let's go downstairs. Remember what you said today. We're not done discussing my payroll card. That card belongs to me. Mom, don't say anything yet. Fine, you'll get the card. I'll give it to you when we sign the agreement. Once it's drafted, we'll let Wan Ying review it and discuss anything either side wants changed. I won't take a penny that isn't mine. Wan Ying, the road ahead may be hard. Are you sure this is what you want? I'm sure. I don't want to go back. This isn't about one angry moment. I can already see what my life will become. If I follow them downstairs today, I'll be back at the stove next New Year's Eve, cooking for 18, 20, even 30 people. The dishes and guests will keep multiplying. They'll take it all for granted while I grow more exhausted and resentful. I don't want that life. That isn't a marriage. Then don't go back. First, we'll learn how the divorce process works. I'll call an old classmate and ask her to recommend a real divorce attorney. Dad. Thank you. For what? This is what parents are supposed to do. Go boil the dumplings. It's New Year's. 67. All right, into the pot. You were pretty tough back there. I used to be afraid to speak up. I worried they'd get angry or people would call me unreasonable. And now? Now I'm afraid of something else. I'm afraid my whole life will pass like this, cooking, washing dishes, and scrubbing toilets every day. I used to be afraid too. Afraid you'd suffer and nobody would care when you got sick. I'm not afraid anymore. Keep moving forward. Our door will always be open. Now this is what New Year's should feel like. By the way, where are your marriage certificates? Mine is in my bag. Keep it here for now. Once the lawyer explains the process, we'll decide the next step. I understand. What do you want for lunch? I can make 2 more dishes. We'll have the leftover dumplings for lunch and cook tonight. Don't wear yourself out today. You still know how to look after your mother. All right, we'll do it your way. I heard something happened here. Come in. You really told him you want a divorce? Yeah. Good. You should have done it sooner. He always knew you'd back down and he thought today would be no different. But you didn't. Don't focus only on the agreement. Do you have any property, vehicles, or large savings in your name from the marriage? Almost nothing. His mother has my payroll card. I transferred part of my premarital savings into a joint account, and the investment account uses his phone number. I looked into the company from the contract you sent me last year. It's received a lot of complaints lately, and the way it operates isn't normal. That's him, right? The photo is from months ago. This wasn't a one-time visit. I have a rough idea of Zhao Linyuan's salary. He suddenly bought you a gold necklace and talked about replacing the car, right? I thought he'd finally remembered our anniversary. His spending doesn't match his income. The money had to come from somewhere else. Does your mother-in-law, Sun Shuzhen, often attend those free investment seminars? How did you know? She may have invested already. She may also be helping Zhao Linyuan recruit relatives. I thought divorce would be the hardest part. It turned out to be only the beginning. More than 100,000 yuan is missing from this payroll account. I didn't spend it. First, find out where it went. Save everything that proves where the money came from and where it went. I used to think couples tracking money this closely was ugly. Now I know I need to leave myself a way out. Are you planning to stay silent forever? I've been waiting for your agreement. I've worked out the basics. The house and car are in my name, so they aren't marital property. We'll count your wages as household expenses and won't demand anything more. Take your payroll card, sign, and we'll be even. I want to read the full agreement. You don't trust me? This isn't about trust. I have the right to know what I'm signing. Come to the house on the morning of the 7th. I'll give you the agreement. Where is it? What's the rush? Read it yourself. It's perfectly clear. There's nothing to drag out. This doesn't simply say the card will be returned. Signing it means you agree all the money was spent on the household. If you question those transfers later, he'll use your signature against you. She isn't a lawyer. Why are you letting her scare you? This clause isn't true. If you claim the money went to the household, show me the complete statements. Groceries, utilities, daily expenses. Do you think any of that is free? Then itemize it. I'm happy to review every line. If you want the divorce, sign this. Otherwise, we'll see you in court. Don't pretend you're blameless. Fine. If we're doing this formally, then put every account on the table. What exactly is your relationship with that investment company? You appeared at more than one of their events. Where did you get that? That doesn't concern you. How many of your mother's relatives did you recruit? Did their money pass through you? And what about the money on my card? Did you invest that too? The company has received a flood of risk complaints and may even be illegally taking public deposits. I did it for this family. I don't want to spend my life crammed into this tiny apartment. What's wrong with bringing relatives into an investment? They earn returns, and I get credit for the sales. What other project pays this much? You only know how to collect a paycheck. You don't understand opportunity. Your coworkers see you every day. Why didn't a single one invest? Because they know how to read contracts and ask about risk. Stop talking nonsense! You only targeted your mother's relatives because they didn't understand, and because they trusted you. Their life savings became the easiest money for you to take. They chose to invest. I never forced them. The project paid returns. Why didn't they complain when the money came in? You benefited too. Didn't I spend what I earned on you? So you admit you used my payroll card? I told you, it was for the family. That was my paycheck. Did you ask before transferring it? What proof do you have? You don't even know where the money went. I was teaching at school when those transfers happened. I never authorized them. The bank records won't lie for you. You have two choices. First, tell me exactly where the money went and help recover what we can. Second, I give the statements, agreement, and evidence to the bank, my lawyer, and the authorities. You think anyone will care about a family dispute? The company hasn't even been found guilty of anything. Stop waving papers around to scare us. Then let's find out. Why are you arguing so early in the morning? Mom. Good, you're back. What now? She doesn't like the agreement? It isn't the agreement. It's my payroll card. That money was spent on your household. Food, clothes, utilities, and other purchases. None of that is free. Your son already admitted some of it went into the investment. What investment? Mom, stay out of this. You told me you used your own money. How did it suddenly become hers? What? You didn't touch my card, did you? Zhao Linyuan, answer me. I only borrowed a little. What do you mean, borrowed? You said the company needed short-term cash and I'd have it back in a month. How much did you take? 600,000 yuan? My account is down 600,000 yuan. It isn't all gone. It's tied up in the project. That was money I saved for most of my life. I only let you handle it because you said I'd get it back in a month. The project is fine, it pays every month. You said those payments were company bonuses. Mom, trust me, they're real investment returns. You got paid every month for the first few months? Weren't you happy then? Early payouts don't prove an investment is safe, or that the returns are real. Were those so-called bonuses just pieces of my own principal being paid back to me? Mom, every investment takes time to operate. You said the company was giving me extra money. You lied to me. Some people receiving money early doesn't mean everyone will get their money back later. You weren't making money for the family. You were gambling that we wouldn't notice, that the project would never fail, and that no one would ever come after you. How do you make money without taking risks? It's easy for you to criticize. Then why didn't you risk your own money? I didn't have that much. I still had a family to support. Your money was just sitting there, and Mom's money would have gone to the family eventually anyway. Were people at the company pressuring you? Did that Mr. Chen tell you to raise money and recruit investors? Who's Mr. Chen? The man in charge. His family used to live in our old neighborhood, and your father knew his father. That's why I thought he wouldn't cheat old neighbors. Mr. Chen is successful. He doesn't need your little bit of money. A familiar face makes people skip the questions they should ask. Besides investing yourself, who else did you persuade? Your friends and card-playing buddies who told them the returns were guaranteed and came with bonuses? I only mentioned it to them a few times. Shuchen, are you home? We came to ask about the payments after the holiday. When can I withdraw my 200,000 yuan? You said it was safe because your son worked there. Could you wait a little longer? They said payments would resume after the holiday. Wait for what? She doesn't even know where the money went. Are you happy now? A few words from you pushed our whole family and all these people into a pit. I didn't push you into it. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. Your card also funded the project. If it collapses, you think you can simply walk away? I never agreed to invest that money, and I never signed an authorization. If you hand those documents over and make this public, I'll make sure you suffer too. I only want to know where my money went. If you're willing to explain, we can solve it together. If not, I'll follow the formal process. If you help me report the facts, it means you still want to recover your mother's and your relatives' money. If you refuse, we'll each give our own statements. Whatever happens after that will be the result of your choice. Easy for you to say. You can walk away and leave this disaster to us. If you expose this, I'll go to your school and tell every coworker you're a divorced woman digging up old grudges. Go ahead, tell everyone I'm divorced. I won't let shame stop me from pursuing the people who took my money, and I won't watch you recruit more victims. We can discuss the other terms, but I will not accept the clause saying I have no objection to the account balance. Give me my payroll card now. The money still isn't accounted for. If the project is so safe, use your own money to cover the shortage in her account. Take responsibility for what you did and stop dragging others into it. Here's the card. You know the PIN. Take this too. The card is mine, so I'm taking it. The necklace was a gift from you. Not many people ride alone during the holiday. Everyone on the road seemed to be with family. I was going to see mine too. Good. At last, the building where I'd spent 2 years disappeared behind me. Zhao Lin Yuan hadn't only taken money from my payroll card, he'd also taken 600,000 yuan from his mother's retirement savings. 600,000 yuan? How many more secrets was that family hiding? You can't keep this quiet. Some things aren't family shame. They're a public risk. Hiding it will only pull more people in. Talk to someone who understands the process and preserve every piece of evidence. These are records from his own accounts and public sources. I'll review the material, but I can only advise you about risk and procedure. I mainly need to know how to preserve evidence that my money was transferred without permission. People have recently reported similar high-interest schemes built on referrals from friends and relatives. Whether authorities open a case and who is involved will depend on the full evidence and a formal investigation. I understand. I'll stick to the facts. Save the complete statements and write down when the unauthorized transfers occurred. Professionals can help you, so you don't have to handle this alone. Secure the divorce and your own assets first. When we first married, I'd stop at the market after work for the freshest food so he could come home to a hot meal. I left a light on when he worked late. When my mother-in-law told me to learn more recipes, I thought she cared about our future. Now I know some people never see what you give. They only see how much more they can take. She caused chaos in my family. She owes me compensation for emotional distress. We can discuss losses. Bring out every major expense from the marriage. I pity the next man who marries you. If you claim you lost so much, identify one expense you paid alone where I contributed no money or work. Unsupported charges will not go into the agreement. This version preserves the right to review the accounts and adds no extra fees. We'll use this version and follow the legal process. Review it once more before filing. Have you both thought this through? I have. So have I. Do you have any minor children? No. If everything is correct, sign here. My hand was steady, as if I were putting a period at the end of the past. I signed. The paperwork is complete. Do whatever you want from now on. I won't interfere again. One last question. You don't regret any of this? I do. I regret not leaving sooner. You're heartless. You kept pushing me until I learned to be hard. I hope you don't regret this later. There's something you need to see. Zhao Linyuan is on the list, too. The statements, work records, and statement of non-authorization you saved all match. You're a victim who lost funds and provided evidence. Just cooperate with the process from here. I wanted to stand in front of a classroom again, not only to earn money, but to prove I could build a full life on my own. Ms. Zhu, may I have a minute? We don't want to pry into your private life, but our child comes home every day talking about how responsible and dedicated you are. We can see what kind of person you are through our child. She said parents could tell whether I was a responsible teacher simply by looking at their children. See? Not everyone is like the Zhao family. Stop living by other people's opinions. What matters is that you can live with yourself, check where the money came from, then review the contracts and authorizations. I could learn, little by little, everything I hadn't understood before. My cousin said it was an insider opportunity. I invested my savings, and in the end, the products were piled all over my house. My ex-husband secretly used our house as collateral. I didn't find out until the collection notices arrived. At least you woke up in time, you're still young. This time, I didn't treat "you're still young" as empty comfort. It was simply the truth. Things have been weird. The desk cost 2 months of my salary, and I found the rocking chair at a flea market. Do you think about me? The past still stung sometimes, but it could no longer pull me back. I heard about your daughter. A woman should make a marriage work if she can. Anything is better than staying in a fire. A hard life can still be changed. Once a person wastes away, nothing can be fixed. I'm looking for Ms. Xu. I realized that walking away hadn't only saved me. What's wrong? You're unusually quiet today. Sit down. I need to tell you something. Go ahead. A few days ago, one of Sun Shuzhen's relatives came to the house. What happened to her? She wants to see you. Why? She didn't say. She only said life has been hard and asked whether you'd meet her. You have nothing to do with the Zhao family anymore. Don't force yourself if you don't want to go. I'll go.
Are you sure?
It's only one meeting. It doesn't mean I'm going back. Then do what feels right to you. You came. I didn't think you would. You have 10 minutes. I have class afterward. Okay. I won't keep you. I saved this little by little over the past 6 months. It isn't much. Please take it. The money Lin Yuan took from my card has already been dealt with. You don't need to repay it for him. I'm not repaying it for him. I'm repaying my own debt. Money isn't the only thing you owe me. I know. I used to think a family had to hold tightly together. Now I know I held on to the wrong thing. No matter who lost or gained, I dismissed it as a family matter. Only later did I realize I wasn't holding a family together. I was holding a ball of fire. The night you left, I sat alone in the living room. The apartment was tiny, yet it felt terrifyingly empty. Lin Yuan was still in the bedroom, talking on the phone about that project. I truly thought he was trying to make the Zhao family proud. Only later did I understand he was using all of us as collateral. What happened to the 600,000 yuan? Not a penny came back. By the time the company was investigated, its accounts were empty. What about the old house? I sold it. It only brought 300,000 yuan. Not even enough to cover a fraction of what we owed the relatives. What happened to the Zhao relatives? On New Year's Day, Zhao Ting brought her child over and pounded on my door. She said we were no longer family. I used to insist a family could never break apart, yet my own daughter was the first to cut me off. I've made a mess of my whole life. I always thought a daughter-in-law was the outsider. Now I know I was the one driving people away. Is that all you called me here to say? Not entirely. There's one more thing I want to ask. When did you first realize something was wrong with the project? It wasn't one sudden discovery. Too many small details didn't add up. After Lin Yuan transferred money from my payroll card, I started investigating. Lin Qing helped me check the company's registration, shareholders, and legal representative. The company kept changing. Its shareholders changed 3 times in a short period, and its latest legal representative was a woman in her 70s. You suspected it based only on that? That didn't prove a crime. It only proved we couldn't invest blindly. Later I learned this. Legal doesn't always mean compliant, and compliant doesn't always mean safe. I wish I'd understood that years ago. You wouldn't have believed anyone who told you back then. Sometimes people have to fall before they'll believe the ground is hard. You're right. That's why I still want you to take this money. You can barely afford it yourself. That's my problem. What I owe you is mine to admit. This isn't for Lin Yuan. It's my own debt. Whether you accept it is your choice, but I needed to offer it. All right, I'll accept it. Is there anything else? Wan Ying, one more thing. The gold necklace was sold too. You left it behind and it stayed in the drawer until we needed money and sold it to pay the debt. Good. Lin Yuan told me something. He said the stupidest thing he ever did wasn't investing in that company. It was losing you. Mrs. Sun, tell him I don't hate him. But sometimes things that are lost can't be recovered, and that isn't always a bad thing. Still awake? The city station aired an in-depth report on the case today. They published the sales staff list, and Lin Yuan is near the top. The comments are all over the place. What do you think? Some people blame the salespeople. Others blame the elderly investors for being greedy. Greedy people met someone even greedier. I'm only grateful I jumped off the train before it crashed. I used to fear people finding out. Now I've said everything that needed to be said. Look, every window hides a different life, some bitter and some sweet. At least this life is one I chose. Last year, all you could think about was leaving. What about now? Now I'm thinking about where I want to go. From now on, I'm having hot dumplings every winter solstice. I put fresh cotton in the pillow you left behind last year. Eat while it's hot. Don't spend winter solstice alone anymore. Come home for dumplings. Is it cold outside? Not too cold this year. I don't think the years ahead will be either.